Let's head over to that culture corner. I've got some awesome culture critics with me today. Richie Sky is a pop culture expert, and Jade Mathis Esquire is a television personality and mental health advocate. Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Let's get into it. First up, and this is a really, really exciting and I think very important news. The Las Vegas Raiders hired the first black woman president in NFL history, Sandra Douglas Morgan. The NFL isn't just male-dominated. It's a major embodiment of American masculinity itself. So, Jade, how do you think Morgan and more female leadership overall is going to change that climate and conversation and culture surrounding the NFL?
Well, first, thank you all for having me. But I think that, she is no amateur at this game. This is not her first rodeo. She has a very impressive resume. She was the first Black city attorney for Nevada, which is a huge, huge accomplishment in that state. She was a former chairwoman for the Nevada Game Control, so that is no small feat as well. So she's been doing her thing, practically breaking barriers in traditionally male-dominated industries for a while. So I just think that she is a perfect selection. I think she's well-equipped. I think that it's refreshing to see the NFL adding such diversity. And also, she did something that was very, in my opinion, very humbling. During her acceptance and her thank you speech, she actually said, I want to get to the point where obviously there are no firsts. And I think that was powerful. Yeah, because she's kind of, it shows a lot of humility to say that we're in this role because I am equipped for this and I'm competent for this. But I want to give her flowers while she's here. She's competent, she's beautiful, she's trained, she's well-spoken, she's ready, she has a leadership experience. So I think that this is going to break another barrier, and she is just opening the door to something great and endless in the NFL.
Well, let's hope so, because, Richie, the reality of it is, I don't know if the NFL is really ready for this, because it stands so much in stark contrast with what's going on with my team here in Washington, the Washington Commanders, right? What they're going through with their owner, Dan Snyder, the sexual harassment allegations. Should some other teams be taking a page from the Raiders playbook at this point and, to Jay's point, kind of move in the right direction before they are forced to?
Yes. Okay. Let's put this in a historical context. Black women have been leading and corralling communities of teams of Black individuals for years. Yes. So honestly, this is nothing new. So it's not surprising to see her in this space. Then considering her extensive resume and the activities that a team president is going to be accomplishing, seeking advertisers, marketing the team's brand, setting ticket prices, coordinating the team's travel logistics, and more. I feel like she has the resume to do that. But it's also in her nature. I just think as Black women to be the planners, to be the organizers, to be the leaders of a community. So to me, this is not shocking. And I just honestly, I can't wait until we can stop saying the first this, the first that. No, this can be the norm. And as you stated, why not add a woman's touch to a role like this? I think it's phenomenal.
No, I agree with both of you wholeheartedly, and I'm ready to get past the first thing. But before we do, a little Kardashian alert here. Northwest, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's 9-year-old daughter went viral after holding up a sign telling paparazzi to stop taking photos of her in the front row of a recent fashion show. So, folks, what's your take? Jade, we know the parents signed up for this, right? This is part of their life and their culture and their experience. But should the kids also be a part of this, or should they be left alone?
So this made me admire North, and I took a little note from her because my family, we have a new reality show on ETV, the same network that the Kardashians started with, Mathis Family Matters, and I'm new to this Hollywood life. And I don't know how to handle the cameras and the paparazzi. And every time I see North, she does it in such a savvy, mature way for a 9-year-old, and I think she's very age appropriate. She's not nasty with it. This was actually funny to me. The parents signed up for it and she's going to be here. And I actually thought this was a class act and I can take something away from this. And I hope that she has training classes because I would love to sign up for an amateur like myself, an introduction to Hollywood training class, because I was like, this is epic. I can use this in the future. So
let me just tell you,
I love it.
Jade, you just ignore the cameras. I mean, come on, right, Richie? You just ignore the cameras. That's what you do, right, Richie? Come on, Richie. You know, you out there, brother. It's all the time. You sitting there going, yeah, it's just another photo.
You know what? I can't wait to see Jade out holding a stop sign when she's out captured by the paparazzi. It is going to happen. I see it now, Jade. I cannot wait for it, okay? I am going to reshare it on my Instagram. But what I will say is this. Yeah, there's a part of me that just feels like, you know, kids should be off limits. I mean, I understand she's in the public eye. I understand she's featured on Kim Kardashian West's Instagram and Kanye is taking her to events. But for me, it's the focus on the kids. I understand that the kid is present when the photo's being taken, but let the focus be on the adults and let the kid be a kid.
Well, look, at least you didn't hold up a sign that said this, that said, help. All right. At least that wasn't the sign. So that's all good. It's all good. So one last thing, we get to it really quick. A recent glitch on the delivery app DoorDash allowed users to check out items without a form of payment. And chaos, as you can imagine, ensued with people allegedly ordering everything from $1,000 bottles of tequila to crab legs to contraception. Okay. All right. So Jade, I feel like this will come back to bite some people in the wallet. What do you think? Real quick.
I'm going to be so honest with you. My initial reaction was that I was so amused. I was tickled just like you were. I was looking at the list of things. I love crab legs. I'm in the DMV. I was like, oh, that's not a bad idea. But, you know, as a former prosecutor, it kind of gave me the midterm version of the PPP scams. And I was like, okay, it's not the finals, but it's midterms, the PPP. I can see it going there. And I said, it's really about two things. It's about integrity and legality, right?
Yep.
So integrity.
And integrity.
Should you do this? What do you do in legality?
Right, in legality.
Yeah,
and you heard that from the prosecutor, so y'all be careful out there with that legal thing. Richie Sky and Jade Mathis, thank you both so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up at the top of the hour, more on that breaking news of former Oath Keeper spokesman now set to testify before the January 6th committee. Stay with us.